so sorry to interrupt your Olympic coverage this afternoon. Of course, we're continuing coverage of the severe storm and flooding here in Acadiana. Now, the weather is intense, of course, flooding across the state. Governor John Bel Edwards has declared a state of emergency for the entire state of Louisiana. Today, Governor John Bel Edwards will travel to Tangipahoa, St. Helena, and Livingston parishes to meet with emergency response officials. He will evaluate the state's response to this historic flooding. Edwards says this is the worst flooding we have ever received. This is the third weather-related disaster here in the state this year alone. Now, more than 1,000 people have been rescued from their homes. About 100 animals have been rescued so far. More than 1,000 National Guardsmen have been called to assist with rescues and evacuations. The rain is expected to continue through tomorrow. Now, it's pretty bad out there. I was coming in earlier, Jordan, and Ambassador Caffrey was full of water. Johnston had parts of the roads that were full of water, and we have to reiterate, turn around, don't drown. I almost did it, and I have to reiterate because I almost drove through it, and it's very scary.
I'm a little guilty of it, too.
Yes.
And as we just want to reiterate, I mean, whether officially a curfew or not, now is a great weekend just to stay inside. It seems like every other road, wherever you are in Acadiana, could have some flooding issues, and it's just not worth it. We don't want any grieving families through Acadiana the rest of this weekend. Do have a little bit of good news. Our flash flood immediate warnings are over. That means the heaviest of the rain that we've been seeing this early afternoon has now subsided a bit, except we still have that flash flood watch all the way through tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. So we need you to stay inside no matter what, but at least here's the new rain coming in, and it's not as bad. We're getting a little break through Lafayette, a little break up here all the way Opelousas, Acadia Parish, Jennings, Lake Arthur. You're still getting some action down there, and these are the heaviest storms coming on in through the Welsh area, through Gada. It's drifting this way, so I'm looking at you, Kaplan, everyone in Vermilion Parish, still about to get some very heavy downpours. No lightning in the system, that's the good thing, but Abbeville, Delcam, and all the way through New Iberia, probably still going to be getting some heavier showers, heavier than you've seen over the last 3 hours. The good news is, though, we have a nice little dry slot right here where nothing else is developing. A couple storms north of DeRidder. Other than that, it looks like we're not going to get a big dose of rain like the ones we've seen earlier this morning. But just because there's no rain falling over you right now doesn't mean it's not dangerous. Wind gusts were up to 35 miles an hour in New Iberia when it was decently dry. 23 in Opelousas, 21. These things can start getting up to some severe levels that can cause some damage to cars, roofs. Certainly, we're getting hit from all elements, not just the flooding on the roads. So, till 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, you really want to stay inside everywhere in Acadiana. These are the rain totals yesterday. Record numbers, record day for New Iberia, and the second most rain we've ever seen in a day in Lafayette. And then, since then, we have almost doubled it. Past 36 hours, since midnight Friday night, 18 inches in Lafayette, 19, almost 20 inches now in New Iberia. Here's the good news. At least the models are saying the worst of the rain, the new rain that we're getting, is over for the next 24 hours. Maybe just an inch for Lafayette, maybe just 2.7 for New Iberia. I think it's underestimating it a little, but at least the good news is we're probably going to see less and less rain, not more. From this point on, we've made it past the halfway point. In fact, the halfway point right here, the center of the storm, right about St. Landry Parish right now. We can hope this thing keeps drifting off to the west. So that is what we got going on, and we will be watching this system, at least for the moment, not seeing any heavier rains come in over the next 4 to 5 hours, Danielle.
Thank you, Jordan. All right, we just got word in that Lafayette public schools are closed on Monday due to this weather, just in case you need to know. All right, here's some video of rescues happening just a few hours ago at the Fairfield Inn and Suites just off Pinhook. Residents used their boats to assist firefighters to bring dozens of people to safety. Those began around 11 o'clock. Now, earlier today, Joel Robideau, our mayor, and Mark Garber addressed the weather conditions here in Acadiana. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
We're asking everybody to take the precautions. If they feel like they're in a dangerous situation or close to a dangerous situation already, then be prepared, because that situation in all likelihood is going to happen after midnight tonight. And so use the opportunity, if there's a lull after 1 o'clock, to get in touch with family, friends, make your way to the shelter, so that we aren't trying to do a rescue at 2 o'clock in the morning.
The point from law enforcement's perspective is try to limit your movements. I understand people need to get to the store. Absolutely. You need to care for your children. People need baby formula. They need basic supplies. Get it done in the daytime. Get home.
We've been told that the drainage downtown is going well right now, but please avoid the roads. We'll keep you updated on Acadiana's KLAF and CajunFirst.com.